I'm back. Trying out a new location in the house. Everybody on YouTube has like their cool movie collection sitting behind them, so I decided to dig out my movie collection. I got some Disney clamshells and Richard Simmons exercise and diet tapes. I just wanted to look cool. I wanted to be cool on YouTube like the rest of everybody else. That's English language. It is, a little bit. I'm going to start doing weekly live update. Isn't that exciting? Are you excited? I'm really not. It's probably going to be a huge pain in the ass. But I'm going to try to do it. I'm not even sure that I find enough weekly, typically, to warrant that. But I'm still going to try. And if I don't find anything, maybe I'll just sit on here and stare into the camera. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at my movie collection. Look over here at me. So yeah, I mean, I've got a lot now because I haven't done a live video in a while. I just remembered some more that I didn't clean and bring out here, which kind of sucks. Next week. We'll do it next week. So I had a really, this is an interesting story. Interesting. I have a alert set up on Craigslist that sends me an email anytime anyone posts anything with the word VHS in it, because I'm a fucking junkie. I'm a VHS movie collecting junkie. And so, I mean, most of the time, like literally right before I got this one email, I was considering just deleting it because it's always that stuff. Just crappy clamshells and stuff that people like saw on eBay. They think that they're worth like $15,000 and they're always overpriced, and or like huge lots of like the crappiest, most generic big budget bullshit, and you know, they won't split up anything, and not that you would want anything anyway, but it's always that. It's like never anything good. So just recently, right before I was about to delete that alert, I got a post. I got a listing that a post came out, and it was all like old hot horror and sci-fi stuff. So I was fucking, and it's, you know, it's just so happened to be in an area that I go to when I go like out hillbilly thrift storing out into the center of Florida. So I go there anyway. So the dude wanted like stupid money for it. It was like 16 tapes. A couple of them really fucking good though. And then the most of them were just crap that I would just resell. I mean, not crap, but like stuff that I already have. So I was planning on just getting keeping the good stuff and reselling the duplicates. And they all looked like really minty condition. So I figured if I do that, I'll just keep the ones, the best of the duplicates, and sell the crappier ones. So, I wanted $35 for 16 tapes. And, like, on fucking Craigslist, like, out in the wild, that's just retarded money. Like, I was like, I'm not paying that. So, I said that I would give him 20. I emailed him and said I'd give him 20, thinking that he wouldn't accept it. And told him that I would meet him Saturday somewhere. And he accepted it right away. And he said that he was working Saturday, but he would meet me like on his lunch break out in front of the store. or out in a public area, because you don't want to get killed for tapes. You know, people are crazy. They're not like me. People are nutty, really crazy, not just a little bit. And you'll get ass raped and killed. So, long story really long, um, I said, where do you want to meet? He said, in the Big Lots parking lot, and I'm not going to say the area because I'll tell you later. Uh, Big Lots parking lot, and it just so happens that Big Lots parking lot has two thrift stores in it that I go to regularly when I go hillbilly thrift storing in that area. So I was like, fuck yeah, noon there. I'll hit those Goodwills and, try to avoid a fucking ass raping, depending on my mood, or encourage it. I say stupid shit on here. I really do. So, so perfect, accepted the $20, meet him at noon in the parking lot of this place that already has thrift stores in it. Hit the thrift stores, get the shit, no ass rape, on with my day. Also more thrift stores in the area to hit. Get there, hit one of the thrift stores. Didn't only had time for one, and met the dude, and he came over to my car, and like he had a shopping bag, and he looked fucking familiar, and he was looking at me like he knew me too, right? So I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, and he was acting kind of just really quiet. I looked at like the expensive tapes to make sure they weren't fucked up or anything. Real nice. Good quality, partially shrink wrapped, just fucking tits on all levels. So we make the exchange, everything's cool, and then put everything in my VHS cooler and go into the store, the other thrift store that's in that same strip mall that I mentioned, and dude's behind the counter. He's a fucking cashier there. And he's checked me out multiple times. So I'm like, oh shit, he fucking works here. That's where I know him from. I even told a story on here before about like they had like a sale. I had to pick out like a poker chip, and like I was getting movies that were worth like $25 a piece, like on eBay, that for like they were already like 50 cents, and it's a hospice thrift store, so I was like, felt like a dick taking an additional 30% off. I told that whole story in a different video. That was the dude that gave me the poker chip. Sorry, I'm trying to drink my coffee while it's hot, and you're interrupting. Yeah, so that's the fucking dude. So I go back, like I'm like, yeah, I didn't really make the connection at first. And then I go back and I'm like looking at where their VHS are, and like there's hardly any, and they're all just terrible. And as I'm going through the tapes, I'm thinking to myself, this dude must be like cherry picking this thrift store because he works here and he gets first pick, and that's why there's no good tapes, and there haven't been in a while. Basically it's a hospice thrift store, which is, is a good fucking charity. And I'm like, that dude is like, he's like got his own little fucking thiefdom set up here where he's like picking all the good movies and fucking selling them on Craigslist to fucking make $20 or whatever. And I'm like, should I turn this guy in? Because, like, I come here, like, I would rather pay two for $1. Should I fucking find his manager and be like, this prick is fucking taking movies and selling them on Craigslist? But you know, some thrift stores allow that. That's like part of the perks of at hospice. So they're all volunteers anyway. So like, you know, he could like that could be one of the perks. You know, you volunteer and like you can get first pick on shit if you fucking want something. I don't know. So instead of turning him in, and I realized what his deal was, he awkwardly said hi to me inside the store. By the way. And I was like, yeah, I know you. That's where I knew you from. I recognized you. And he just kind of slunk away. Young, you know, maybe teenager. I don't know. Not an old guy. I just sent him another email through Craigslist, and I was like, dude, I collect horror sci-fi movies, all kinds. You get any more shit in, hook me up, hit me up, and hook me up. Here's my fucking real email address. So that's how I solved that solution. Or that problem. That's the solution to that problem, I think is what I'm trying to say. So here's what I got. It's exciting. I mean, a lot of it's like pretty common. I gotta rip through this pretty quickly. This is a real nice copy of Invaders from Mars. Top, bottom flaps. Nostalgia Merchant put out some really good fucking tapes. I already have this, but as you can see from the glossy, look at it, see? It's reflecting the screen of my phone. It's so fucking nice and crispy. This one I'm keeping. That was gross. I already have this one too. Planet of Blood. Also, Queen of Blood, I believe is the name of the movie that we know it most by. John Saxon is in this. I already have a copy. Once again, this is very crispy, clean. Way better than the copy I have. So, keeping that one, selling mine. War of the Worlds. This is a nice reissue of War of the Worlds. Special Collectors series from Paramount. Heavy as hell. I don't know if I have this one. I have the movie. I don't know if I have that copy, that version. I definitely have this. I'm not sure what my condition mine is, but once again, you can see the screen glistening off its loveliness. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. I can't imagine mine's better than that. I have this, The Day of the Triffids. I love this fucking movie. Once again, crispy, missing the label. I'm pretty sure mine is not missing the label. So this one, I'll probably keep the box, switch out the tapes, and sell the other one. There you go. Little Hammer Horror, Peter Cushing. The Beast Must Die. This one wasn't in great shape. This one's, you can see it's tattered and whatnot. It's actually torn right here. But this is a side flap. And I don't think I have this. This is one of the ones that I was seeking out for my own collection. I have a copy of this, but I don't, as you can see, still partially shrink wrapped. Shrink wrapped, you know, like protecting it, but not strangling the inside. This is the Video Gems release of The Blob. They did a big box, which is like the super collectible one that you want to get. But they also did a small box too, because some of us like a small box. A lot of Godzilla. I don't know if I have this one, this version. I collect all versions of all Godzilla tapes. And I don't know if I have this particular one, but I'm assuming if I do that this one is the better copy because it's fucking beautiful. Definitely have this. This copy is kind of in between, although it is, you can see, very shiny. So that would be like, you know, a Judgment. This is nice. They released a couple of these with this kind of artwork. Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. But this artwork is just amazing, and also partially shrink wrapped. So like these colors are just fucking intense. Along the same line, Son of Godzilla, Godzuki, as you can see, also partially shrink wrapped, protecting it. The art, it's got to be the same artist as Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. But they did a couple of these. I think they're both Video Treasures. Yeah, both Video Treasures releases. And these are definitely better than the ones I have. So there's that. I collect interglobal movies. And Castle of the Walking Dead I have not seen, but I've always wanted this one. This one was partially shrink wrapped, but it was strangling the fuck out of this tape. If you just leave that shrink wrapping on there and it's like super fucking tight, it starts like rounding out the sharp edges of the box and the corners, and pretty soon it's just, I mean, it'll fuck up the box eventually. So, you know, you're better off taking that off. You think you're helping the tape by leaving it on, but a lot of times when it's that tight, you're not. You need to fucking take it off. But you can see, I mean, this is like fucking brand new with the shrink wrap off. I love this lots. Me Reiki Rots. I like on that one. This one was shrink wrapped, deceptively shrink wrapped, and I thought it was like completely shrink wrapped. And I thought it was brand new, but underneath I could see the renter number. They re-shrink wrapped it for resale. This one's kind of in between. I already have a copy of this. I think mine might be better. You can see a little fucked up there. It's got the video rental number on it and shit. This is the one. This is the one that made me pee a little. When I saw it, I was like, I have to get this fucking lot. Because these are super collectible. Any Grandpa Al Munster Presents VHS. There is a fucking handful of fiends out there that collect these, and they want all of them. And I don't think there was a huge distribution of these movies. So they're hard to find. This will be my second one. And I have like a Grandpa Al Munster, Grandpa Al Lewis. Did I say Grandpa Al Munster? Let me fix that. I'm trying to get the coffee up to that part of my brain that's like still fucking a little retarded. I should just syringe inject that into my fucking temple or straight into my brain. Vintage video. Grandpa Al Lewis. Formerly Grandpa Munster. Put these out, and they're really cool. He gives his grandpa rating on there. This one got 1.5 bats. And it's Yog, if I haven't said yet, which is a Japanese movie. But yeah, these are like $25-30 just by themselves. And The Blob goes for a little bit. I almost left this one out. He had one wee Betamax. These also are very collectible. Friday the 13th fucking nuts. Want every format that it was ever released on. This one is completely, I mean, there's fecal matter there. Yeah, it's fecal matter. For sure. And there's definitely, they ate Pizza Hut. It's torn. Fecal matter. Also, there's diarrhea on top. What else? The label came off on the inside, but that's nothing. You can just fucking tape that back on. Double-sided tape. Vellum, if you will. These are very collectible and go for a little bit of monies. So that's what I got. $20. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is going to be an hour. I don't care if you have stuff to do. I don't care if you watch it. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. What's next? Let's hit some DVDs. It's not all about VHS. There's DVDs. DVDs are awesome. Blu-rays. Awesome. I love this movie. From 2004, Shallow Ground. I liked it a lot. I thought it was very, very innovative and very creepy. Some really cool effects. I got this for like a couple bucks. Pretty sure I don't have it. I still have to unpack my stuff. I mean, I started unpacking my movie collection. It's not really my movie collection. That's stuff like, that's the kind of shit I sell on eBay. I don't care. I don't care what you think of this movie. I thought it was fucking good. Anytime a fucking giant rubber dildo is used as a fucking weapon to kill people, I'm in. I'm all in. I have whatever. This is actually really fucking cool. I love this movie. I have it on VHS. The Thorn EMI clamshell or hardbox I have. It's a fucking cool mummy movie. I always say this is the mummy movie they should have remade the Universal Mummy and not that fucking Brendan Fraser abortion bullshit. This was gory and weird and cool. And this is clearly, not an official copy. But here's the thing. It was released on DVD, or released on VHS and DVD only, I think. And this is the cover of the VHS. The DVD release, it looks fucking terrible. Like, it's fucking complete crap. You wouldn't even, you look at it and you're like, I don't want that sitting with the rest of my cool looking movies. It's just, terrible design. So, this bootleg happens to be a copy of that DVD release, like a good copy of it. And it's got all the special features and stuff that's on the DVD release. But it comes with this fucking artwork, and they did a pretty decent job printing that out. I mean, the back sucks. You can see, the telltale sign of a fucking bootleg is the blurry text. They scan the text, and it's just fucking blurry. But this looks fucking good. I would rather have this I would rather have this than the DVD release. Look it up. The cover art's that bad. I took this up to the counter at a Goodwill, and the lady was like, "You know that's $3, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you fucking 4." Don't know me. The movie Premonition, Japanese movie. It's good. Not my favorite Japanese movie, but it's pretty good. They fucking kill they kill a child right at the beginning. I remember that much. I love the fact that it's got an ad for Infection, which is one of my favorite Japanese movies, on the back. Obviously an ex-Blockbuster. But you know what I did? You know they had those fucking Blockbuster, the Blockbuster, old Blockbuster rental cases, and they're like, they got the fucking cutout where the security thing was, and they're fucking, usually it's just like filthy and gross, like the plastic parts aren't glossy, they're fucking like a rough matte feel. They're just shitty DVD boxes, in other words. And so like you see something like that at the thrift store, and you want it was in that box. You just find a movie that's in a good case, and you just switch it up. It's the same money. I'm not stealing. They were both fucking $2.50 or $2 or something. That's not fucking stealing. Let the person that's buying the fucking Elmo tape fucking get the shitty Blockbuster box. I don't want it. DVD, whatever. Fuck you! Hey, look what I got. Death Machine. I can't remember if I've fucking seen this movie. I think I have it on VHS. It's got Brad Dourif in it. And I can't remember if I've seen this one. But I mean, this cover art, fuck you. And it's a Prism release. I'm totally lying. That's Trimark. Don't judge me. I just picked this up last weekend. This is actually a pretty nice copy of Stepford Wives. I definitely don't have a copy of the original Stepford Wives or the fucking remake. Especially not the remake. I do not have. A couple bucks. You go to thrift stores and you think you've seen everything. And you got to keep pushing, just like with everything else in life. Just keep fucking pushing on. And eventually, at the thrift store that you've seen everything at 1,000,000 times, and it's always the same, you just keep going back, and one day you'll find this. This is a fucking Arrow UK release of the movie Obsession, which I have not seen. This is actually Aerodrome, which is an offshoot of Arrow Video that, quite frankly, I didn't know existed. I love Arrow Video. I mean, you can't love movies and not, unless you're fucking retarded. So like they put out like a special series called Aerodrome, which are just like cult movies. I don't think they do it anymore. It's kind of confusing because they already put out cult movies. It's called Aerodrome Mystery: Step into the Cult Arena. This movie is directed by Brian De Palma. So, you know. But yeah, this was like $2 at the thrift store at a Goodwill that I go to week after week. They very rarely get anything fucking good in. It's always the same crap. And then one day you walk in and BAM! There it is! and life is good again. And yet, you know, it squeezes your juices out right in the fucking aisle. Squeezes them onto the floor. And you're rejuvenated. It gives you motivation to keep fucking scrounging. Like, if you apply yourself, you'll keep finding stuff. I'm sorry if I scared you. Not really. Not at all. I went back to the Cut Box thrift store that I've been going to, that I've discovered, and I got this. The reincarnation of Peter Proud. Never seen this. It is a cut box. It's a fancy cut box from Mary Sue Williams' collection. That fucking cunt that put her address label on every single fucking movie she had. Like, you know, are you traveling with them? Why would you need to do that? Why? I mean, I'm assuming she died, and that's why all of her cut box movies are in this thrift store. But, like, you know, if you want me to have respect for the dead, you better respect fucking movies while you're alive. You can write that down. Write it down. Just make sure you credit me for that saying. Also, The Hand. Fucking God, Michael Caine. Couldn't think of his name. I have the movie adaptation paperback of this, but I've never seen the film. And you know, this is like Hollywood camera magic. But you know, if you can probably tell by the way I'm handling it, it's actually empty. It's movie magic. You think that there's a tape in there. There's not. It's empty. And you know why? Because I'm fucking watching it tomorrow. Not tomorrow. It's on deck to watch. But I've been wanting to see it for a long time. It looks fucking tits. You with me? You would be. I'm not really here. You know what I'm saying? Brand new thrift store. There's a thrift store in my town here that's been here since I moved here, like, you know, fucking 8 years ago or something. And I drove in there when I first moved here, and it's closed. But like, it was like it looked like a fully functioning. Oh, hi, Mom. I think I can like your... I think I almost shut that off. I'll like your comment later. Yeah, so, like, I pulled in there, like, and it just seemed, like, unbelievable. It was, like, it looked like the Goodwill was up and running in a nice building, like a newer-looking Goodwill. But it was just closed. And I'd drive by it all the time and just be like, why is that not open? You know, like, it looks like it could just be a functioning fucking Goodwill. And guess what? They opened it again. Just recently. They had a grand opening. And I went in there and, like, they had some of the fucking coolest tapes ever. And my wife got hand cream. Isn't that great? Look at this. Leatherface. I think, well, this is obviously an ex-rental. I left that sticker on there just because it's fucking tits looking. I think it's better than the ones I have. I definitely have a copy of this on VHS, but I'm pretty sure it looks like somebody, you know, ran it over with a fucking steamroller or something. It's real fucked up. So yeah, that was there. A copy of the Canon fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which I already own. You know, I'm going to keep the good one and sell the other one. Because, you know, these are... That's money. That smells like money to me. This is fucking beautiful. I'm not even going to take it out of its protective packaging. This, I do have a copy of this, but this media release of Night of the Living Dead is like literally like new. There's a lot of likes in there, but like if you were going to rate this as an eBay sale, it's like new. It is so fucking perfectly preserved. Like all the flaps are fucking intact and fucking crispy. It's like somebody bought it, took the shrink wrapping off, put it in a box, and never fucking watched it. And I have it in a protective case because Night of the Living Dead is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I don't want it getting fucked up. I'm not even to show you assholes. Not even for a second. I'm never taking this out. And I'm going to sell the one I have because it's fucking... There's no way you could get one that's in better shape than this. It's not sun faded, which I think my other one is a little bit. I mean, it is pristine. You won't hear me say that a lot because it's kind of a gay sounding word. Chud! This is that's all from the new thrift store. I had a fucking friend up for the weekend to hang out and watch movies and shit, because that's what I do. And go thrift storing. So I took him to the grand opening of this Goodwill. I got all that shit. That motherfucker, he fucking ganked the first media release of fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's fucking right out from under me. We walked up to the VHS section, and we were literally, like, grabbing over each other, and over an old guy that happened to be there. I mean, I didn't push him out of the way. He was, like, at the other side of the movies, and we just walked up, and, like, literally, it was just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, just fucking grabbing stuff. That's why you don't take your friends fucking with you when you go thrift storing. Like, you do that by yourself. At least friends that aren't into fucking VHS. I'm glad he got something nice, you know, to remember me by while he was up here. But, yeah, I have a copy of that media release, but, you know, that's money for me. This is a really nice... I mean, it's a fucking Star Maker, I think. Yeah, Star Maker release of Chud. But, once again, this is fucking super glossy and nice. And I like the movie Chud. And people fucking give it shit. I think it's fucking creepy. I don't care what you fucking think. Fire in the Sky. Rare. I don't know what this means. It might be subtitled in Spanish. It's subtitulated. So, but this is actually out of print and pretty rare. I have a copy of this, but this was also brand fucking new. This was also being strangled by the shrink wrapping that I had to take off. I've never seen a copy of this for sale on eBay. It's a fucking thriller. It's a thriller with it looks like a lot of murdering in it. This is way better. I love Congress Video. You know what I'm saying, collectors. Congress Videos are nice. Let's see. I went to a fucking yard sale I need to add yard sale to the description of this weekly event. It's going to be every Tuesday at 2 from now on till the wheels come off, which ain't far away, so you better tune in. Went to a yard sale, and lady had a huge box of VHS, mostly god-awful crap, and I was just, rummaging through it, and she was like, those are free. Just take them, she said. I don't want them anymore. And my husband has a Betamax player, she said. Kind of not in that fucking sequence, but like it came out that her husband had a Betamax player, and I was like, here's my number, and tell your old man to give me a fucking call. And that has not happened, so I don't think I'm getting that Betamax player. But that's like a good working Betamax player that's not $150 to $200. That's like looking for a unicorn. It's worse. It's like looking for a unicorn with like a human vagina that's like always fucking horny on it. That's extra. Like it never will happen. Bums me out. I can't even think about Betamax players. So this is one of the free movies, Spaced Invaders. Looks like a really retarded fucking comedy. There's no way it can't be. But, I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see how long it takes me to turn it off. I'm guessing it's 90s. Feels like 90s. But it could be like late 80s. And it doesn't say. Isn't that annoying when it doesn't say what year it was fucking made on the back? It's like the most annoying fucking shit ever. This was free. 2001. It's been a really long time. I've seen this movie once. I actually got it on another format that I'm going to show you at another video. Maybe next Tuesday at 2! Every Tuesday, people. Every Tuesday. Y'all come back and see if I don't fucking do it. Are you fucking challenging me to not do it? Diane Lane and Lady Beware. It's an erotic fantasy that turns into terror. So that's exciting. Never seen this. Faye Dunaway and Tommy Lee Jones. Eyes of Laura Mars. I have to read that for you because Facebook hasn't figured out a way to fucking reverse the image. How else are you supposed to do these videos, Facebook? I can't see. I have to be able to see. We'll figure it out. This was a good find. This is the Anchor Bay release. It's not like, I think there's a crappy Video Treasures one too. But I haven't seen this movie. Can you dig it? I have not seen that movie. Linda Blair might have her tits out in this one. What's it rated? It's got to be R, right? Yeah, R rated. She had her tits out in some stuff, And then I got a bunch of crap for resale. The lady that was giving away free stuff, she had the whole fucking MGM Sean Connery, just Sean Connery, releases of the James Bond movies, like really nice condition. So, I'm going to sell that shit. What else? Yeah, Indiana Jones. When somebody says free, they should just lock me up. I found a paperback. Almost forgot. The Devils of D-Day by Graham Masterson, who wrote... I'll read this for you because Facebook is stupid. He wrote Manitou, which is a horror movie and also a paperback. But, I grew up with G.I. Combat. It was like one of my favorite fucking comic books when I was growing up. So, like, that cover, quite frankly, it doesn't matter who fucking wrote it. I just had to get it because of that cover. And it was a bonus when I saw that he wrote it. I don't know why, because the Manitou movie is fucking pretty bad. That's all for now. Like I said, stop back next Tuesday at 2. It's going to be a regular thing. You can catch this same broadcast on YouTube if you want to rewatch it, or it'll be on this Facebook page as well. And I think I've bored enough people for enough time. So until next time, get the fuck out of my house. Yeah, you.